Alright, hey, it's Meg here. So, this is it. This is the day. We're gonna put the wheels back on. So I finished the car, working on the car yesterday. All the suspension and drivetrain components are in there. The last thing we did was we added the differential fluid in there. It might be a little bit low. I don't have any extra fluid to top off. It might be a good idea to buy some extra fluid and top it off. But I think it's good enough for now. So, let's go put these puppies back on, these wheels, and then so we still got a couple things to do today, but it's gonna kind of a late start today. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I worked a little bit today and then I just had lunch, so, and it's like 4 o'clock and the sun's coming down already, so we kind of have to work fast, so we don't got a lot of stuff to do. Okay, so what we got are the wheels. So I wheeled the wheels from the backyard out and we're gonna go put them back on. Yeah, I don't remember which one goes where. Are these directional? I remember one of them had, the one that hit the curb was a scratched one. I think this is the one, the one that's on the top is the one that goes on the left, because I bet you there's some damage on the tread somewhere. Oh no, I can't tell. Maybe not. Well, that's good. At least the tire's not damaged. I can't tell. I can't tell where it hit. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I do know that the tire pressure, we let the tire pressure out of the tire before we think that, oh yeah, you know, there's one more thing we should probably do. We could probably get a wrench, you know, like a adjustable wrench, and then peel this back. But you know what? We can save that for another day. We gotta really test this car out. Okay, so what's gotta happen is we gotta put air in these tires. One of them definitely needs air. Probably check the front tires too while we're at it. Put the wheels back on, torque them. Okay, drop the rear, jack up the front, take out the front tires, take out the front wheels, and then we'll inspect the suspension real quick to see if there's any kind of damage or bends anywhere. Because, like, honestly, I wasn't here when this happened, when this thing got hit. So there could be damage on the front suspension too, and I haven't been able to check. Okay, so we'll go do that, and then if everything looks good, we'll take it out for a drive real quick, right around the block or something. I guess we'll have to put the license plate back on. So yeah. Let's do it. Alright, I just kicked the compressor on, so there should be plenty of air in it. Let's go put tire pressure in this. I honestly don't know how much tire pressure to put in the Galant. I forgot. You know. It looked like it was 29 for the rear. Okay, never mind. There's no tires. The tire sticker has faded on this car though. I'll put 30, 34. How about that? That sounds good. Okay, this is the one that doesn't have any air in it. But this is the one that was on the left. Okay, and yeah, the rotation says it should be on the left. Okay, this one's good. Cap back on. Okay, I'm gonna pick this one up and put it on the left side in the back. Okay. That one already had air in it, so it didn't take a lot to do. Alright, well, I'm just gonna wheel this one over there. Let's go put this puppy on. I know which one is my 21 because it's the one where the black has worn all the way off on the socket. Okay, there it is. Yeah, so it doesn't look good. It definitely looks much better than it did before. The wheel is in the center of the wheel well now. That's the good thing. If you can imagine, this was like shoved up into here before, okay? So it looks much better, but the toe is way off. So I don't know, we may have to replace the trailing arm. That's what I'm thinking, man. So I'm not 100 on that, man. Yeah, look at that, it sticks out a whole lot. Well, it does stick out a whole lot on this side too. Let's lower the car and let's see what it looks like. But I can tell you now, man, it looks like it's toe in a whole lot. This side looks like it's toe in a whole lot. But maybe the toe will change when the... Yeah, I don't know, man. It sure does droop a lot though. Yeah, this side definitely. This one looks like it's toe out. You know, everything looks like it's like this, so I don't know, man. Hopefully we can get it adjusted. All right, I think, yeah, the best thing to do would probably be to tow it to the alignment shop and have them do it, and hopefully it'll be, they can align it so at least I can drive it, you know. And at least tell me like, hey, you need to replace these suspension components type of thing. So everything looked good, okay? I didn't see, there wasn't anything that was noticeably bent on the suspension components other than the cross member. So I was kind of gambling that, yeah, it's just a cross member that needs to be replaced. But definitely it sure fixed the caster problem. There's a lot more bigger gap between here now, okay? That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, so that's a good thing. All right, so let's go drop this thing, torque the wheels, and then we'll take the front wheels off and we'll check out the suspension in the front. Okay. All right, here's we go. Okay, before I lower it, well, first thing we should probably do is pull the e-brake up so it doesn't roll down. Okay, looks like the e-brake works good. Okay, and also I sprayed some undercoating on the gas tank here. If you remember, that's there was like, it was all scraped and stuff on the gas tank, so I sprayed some there. You can see there's some extra overspray dripping down there. Okay, all right, let's go do this. All right, there it is. It's on the ground. I haven't torqued it yet, but yeah, it does look like it's got like a lot of toe in, man. I don't think this will be safe to drive to alignment shop, man. What I can try to do is try to adjust the toe on it, okay? That's probably what I can do. We can try to adjust the toe so it's sticking out the other way, hopefully. But let's just see if we can move it real quick. This side looks okay, right? Sorta, kinda. It might be off too. I'm not sure, dude. Yeah. So one thing I'm hoping that happened is that when it got hit, the bolt, it moved also. Okay, it moved and it's like out of alignment. Okay, the adjustment bolt, like it got moved to extreme toe in. Okay, so I don't know if that could happen. It's supposed to be like at 100-something foot-pounds, you know, but it could happen with enough force. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. So hopefully that's what happened. Like it moved the bolt all the way when it got hit. So one thing we could try to do is I can try to tow it out. Okay, I can try to adjust the toe out on it, and I think that's what that trailing arm adjustment is for. Okay. Anyway, torque the wheels 80 foot-pounds, and then jack this side up, take the wheels off, and we'll take a look at the suspension. All right, here's what we got. Okay, wheels are torqued. Okay, one thing we should probably do first is a parking brake test. Okay, I did pull the parking brake up. I will double check I pulled it tight enough though. It's on the chocks right now. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the chocks off. Okay, one of them wasn't even on there anymore. I guess the car must have moved forward. I got to move the chock back just a little bit, but if it does roll back, it will catch it. Okay, it's on. I'm on a slope, by the way. Okay. Pull this chock off. Okay, good. Parking brake works. Alright, I'm gonna go put this on the other wheel. Okay, okay, one more thing we can do is check if it'll roll back, okay? I'm just gonna let the parking brake go, and I'm just gonna let it roll back onto the chalk, and hopefully it'll catch it. I'm gonna step on the brakes. I'm gonna let the parking brake go and let go, and it should roll. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. All right. Brake test, pass. He's making a brake test pass. All right, now we're gonna go jack the front up and then take the front wheels off. All right, here's what we got. Okay. Anyway, so I got it up in the air. I just jacked it high enough where we can take the wheels off and a little bit more. And then I put jack stands under it, but the jack stands aren't really holding it up. But if it does fall, the jack stand will catch it, okay? So, all right, I'm having trouble getting the wheel off. It's stuck. It happens. There we go. Okay, that was pretty tough. It wasn't budging, so I busted out the propane torch again. I heated up the rotor a little bit, and then it came out. So what that does is it lets the metal expand and contract, so it gets unstuck. I didn't want to get a pry bar or anything. I didn't want to mess the wheel up. So okay. All right, got the wheels off. We should probably check the tire pressure too. But let's go take a look at the suspension first. Okay, there it is. The suspension. Okay. One thing we could do is probably move the steering a little bit. I'll probably have to let me get my keys. All right, anyway, let's go take a look at this thing. I don't see any noticeable damage on the arm. Okay. Now, I did find this stuff on the street right next to my car, okay? I don't know what it could be. Hopefully it's from the car that crashed into my car. It was like a Honda Accord or something. It's looks like some kind of bearing, okay? And a bolt that has been sheared off. Okay, hopefully that's not from my car, but I did pick it up off the street and I haven't found anything like that yet. Okay, so take a look at the shock. Shock looks good. Boy, the shock shafts are thick on this bad boy. Okay, doesn't look like anything's visibly bent. Okay, the arm looks good from the top. Axle looks good. Okay, look at the bottom. Sway bar mount looks good. Arm looks straight. Yeah, everything looks good. Cross member looks straight, I think. Yeah, make sure you look for bolts and stuff. All the bolts look like they're on there. Okay. All the ball joints look good. Man, the front suspension really isn't as complicated as the rear suspension for sure. Yeah, no, this side looks good. Okay. Okay, and then the last check was we'll move the steering around a little bit. Okay. All right, let's check. Oh yeah, look at that. It's all corroded here and stuff. It looks straight. I don't see anything that looks bent. Okay, on the tie rod. Okay, the arm looks okay. I don't see any noticeable damage. Shock looks okay. That is rubbing from the tire. I know that. That's normal. Sort of, kind of. Just because the wheel's so freaking big. Okay, there's the bottom of the car. Ball joint looks good. Okay. Arm looks straight. Nothing looks bent. Support brace looks good. All the bolts are intact. Everything looks good. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's any damage to the front. There's the synapse blow-off valve right there, if you guys are wondering where it is and what it looks like. Okay. Why, there's a vacuum line here. Oh yeah, why is there a vacuum line here? That's a good question. There's a vacuum line that doesn't go anywhere. Okay, let's just take that off. Right? Okay, yeah, well, looks like it's leaking coolant here or something. That's not good. Yeah, okay, well, crossover looks good. Everything looks good, okay? At least suspension-wise, it looks good. Axle looks good. This is the one we replaced. They always like to rust like that. Okay. Everything looks good. Brakes look good. All the lug nuts look good. Yeah, I think we're good. This is the side that hopped up on the curb though, so hoping nothing is damaged. Okay. Yeah, everything looks alright. I don't see any major problems. Okay, so I think the front is good. Let's go let's go check the tire pressure on these guys, and then add air if we need to, and then I think the extent of what we'll do today is I'll see if I can drive it down the block. That's what we'll see. I think it should be safe enough to drive down to the block, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be dragging that rear tire. The other side may be out of alignment too, that's what I'm thinking. So I don't know. The adjustment bolts might have moved, okay, and if it did, then that's okay. All right, so but yeah, if it does not drive very straight, yeah, if it doesn't drive straight, then I think we'll just tow it to the shop. That's fine. I got plenty of AAA tows that I never freaking use, so let's use them. I've only used one so far. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna put the wheels, check the tire pressure, put the wheels back on. We'll get some of this brake rust off the rotors by driving it, and then should be good. All right, here's my go. Okay, so before it gets too dark, it's already dark, but let's just check to see if I forgot to check with the wheels off, but I'll check to see if the steering moves smoothly left and right. Okay, we're gonna go one way, all the way to lock, and then the other way, all the way to lock. Okay? All the way to the left. Okay, seems good. All the way to the right. Looks good. All right, and then all the way straight again. I think that's straight. Okay. All right, looks good. All right, let's drop this thing. Okay, just gonna torque the wheels real quick, and then let's take it for a ride. I don't have the license plates on it, so I can't, I really shouldn't be driving it around, but if it's just down the block and stuff, I think it'll be fine.